So the moon hangs low over Mangagoy, full but flickering. Last night a name was reclaimed, but the silence left in its wake is not peace, but tension. Beneath the house of healing, worms stirred in sacred earth. A false priestess melted like wax into something older, something wrong. And as the beacon flared within the fractured light, the city itself cried out. Now as dawn is broken over the 4th of Dawn March, the Embermoon pulses once more. Streets tremble. Names slip from memory. Something is singing through the cracks in the leyline web. Mangagoy is no longer safe. And the storm has only just begun. So, last session, you guys returned to Mangagoy with Kaleor Thornhide, and you participated in his cleansing ritual. It seemed to be successful. You guys each played part of the skill challenge there, which helped him reject Zorvithrax's influence. In the aftermath, there was a seismic shock beneath the temple that unearthed an abyssal entity, a seether posing as Suillo, that led to combat involving cursed effigies, echo wisps, and a choirling. As the final seal was stabilized, Zenith revealed that the House of Healing was once built atop one of the 7 seal beacons, each anchoring part of the entity known as Zalzul, the Choir of Worms. And as you ascended the crypt, the full light of the Embermoon triggered a leyline cascade all across Mangagoy. Arcane surges, street collapses echo throughout the city. And we ended the session. Let me get to the right page. Why did you shift over there? Getting ready for a set of skill challenges as Zenith implores you as the party to make your way to City Hall. So I am going to reset our hero points and put our starting timestamp in chat to 45. And we're going to do a Shift Control H, reset to 1, set that, and click Submit. And we are ready to begin. I don't know if you can read that, so I'll actually open up the journal entry, I guess.
My Foundry's taking a little bit to load.
Oh, okay.
You can zoom in on it. I can read it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. If there's any checks that need to be rolled, just tell me the options. Oh, never mind. It's working now.
So as the party exits the temple, tremors open new fissures in the road and warded lanterns explode in showers of unstable light. Panicked citizens run in every direction, some already warped by divine feedback. This is like our regular skill challenges. I'd like no more than 2 duplicates out of the group of 6 for any of these challenges. The first one set of challenges should show up in chat. Athletics, acrobatics, religion, or diplomacy.
I can do the diplomacy pretty easily.
We should type it out in chat. Like like we did before.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Before.
Is your diplomacy not better than your acrobatics, Hans?
Diplomacy's a +4.
Oh yeah, I forgot you weren't trained in it.
Yeah.
That's my bad for forgetting.
I'm at +12, so.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's okay. We're gonna have to get rid of one of the 4 of you that selected acrobatics.
Maybe.
Actually, we can do 2 acrobatics, 2 athletics. So those that did both.
Me and Karnak.
So Kothar, go ahead and roll that religion. Effie, the diplomacy. Tion and Karnak, athletics. And Hans and Batrock, acrobatics.
Yep.
from the.
I guess. If would I don't know if would my exhorting the faithful, typically it's only for like using on stuff for like requesting or coercing members of my faith. Actually no, that wouldn't apply to this. I don't you know me. I reread the description.
I rolled
thing.
so low, bro.
Well, we're all fucking
Batrock, Karnak, and Kothar just flexing, just like.
That was a definite success, as we had 3 critical successes out of the group.
The only one who failed was poor Effie.
The highest modifier, by the way.
Yep.
Oh.
So as you make your way away from the temple region, Ashgate Market is in chaos. Civilians are looting stalls, riot wardings flicker, and the Emberheart supply caravan is being dragged towards an inferno by possessed porters. Our options this time are deception, intimidation, thievery, and crafting.
I'm trained in none of these.
Oh.
So pick the one with the highest modifier. There's always the chance that you roll high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thievery is like the only one that's like got any chance for me. I'm a flat 0 on all of the other ones.
I think Karnak.
Deception is my highest skill, so.
Intimidation is the only option I really have.
Probably my highest skill, so it works.
Unfortunately, all the other ones for me are, I think I'm at either a minus or.
Okay, so we need one of the intimidations to swap.
I have a plus 11 intimidation.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you definitely should do it. What's
Yeah,
your
yours is
intimidation,
better than mine.
Karnak?
Mine's only a +7.
Mine's also plus. Wait, what's your? Oh, are you expert in intimidation?
No, I'm only trained.
Oh, what's your charisma?
I think it's a +2.
Oh, damn! I didn't realize you had so much riz.
A little bit.
I mean, for the other skills, what's your modifier for them? Because for me, it's literally 0, -1. Or...
Yeah, deception. Like deception's +2. Crafting, I think, is 0.
Do you wanna do? I think comparatively, I feel it makes more sense for Karnak to try and like distract or like. Actually, never mind. Actually, I misread the deception. I'll do deception. I can do deception at +2, and you do intimidation at +7. That's fine.
For sure. I do have a +6 in thievery. I just saw that.
Do you want to do that then? Maybe.
I could do that. Yeah, thievery is an option.
Yeah,
So
I'll do
it's not
intimidation
great,
then.
I'll give it a go.
Nice.
I feel like I shouldn't have thievery,
Better than a
actually.
+4.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have thievery trained at all, but it's trained at the moment.
I think you
It
did
might
have
be
it
from
from
background
something.
or something.
I think that was initially, and then I wanted to retrain it, but I haven't. It's not reflected in Foundry at the moment.
Are we ready?
It's probably for later.
So yeah, go ahead and roll the dice that are showing up there in that original chat.
Please be good. Oh.
We've got
Okay, well, I'm getting,
3
I'm getting
successes, 4 successes, missing 1 check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a deception rather than.
4v2. That is a success. As you guys distract the looters and scatter everyone around that's trying to close in on Zenith, you start heading through the high hold area. As you ascend the stone road towards the central overlook, part of the high hold stairwell collapses under riot damage supports. Screaming sounds echo below. And for our third phase, you can do nature, athletics, stealth, or society.
For this success in the market with against the riots, that usable magic item thing, do we get that later or?
That'll be later. That's the overall success.
Gotcha.
at the end.
Okay, cool. No worries. I will do. Wait, let me check which is better. My nature or my athletics. They're the same. There's two people do nature. I'll do athletics.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do society then, since no one else has that one.
Yeah,
My
then
stealth
that's.
and society.
Yeah, technically I am trained in society, but I have +0 and int, so I'm only
My
+5
stealth
right
and
now.
society are the same, so
Yeah, my stealth is way higher than my society.
I guess Tian, do you want to do? Are you gonna do? Is your stealth higher than your athletics, or?
My athletics is higher, but factoring in the DC, stealth comes out on top by 1 point.
Okay.
DC's the same,
Right.
yeah?
no.
No, the
nature
DC
is-
for stealth is lower.
Yeah, nature is 20. The rest are 18s on this one.
Oh, your athletics is
Yeah.
equal to the.
Oh.
Yeah,
stealth
the
DC.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, there are two different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think
ones
you
in
might be
chat
looking at the
are.
one from the. You might be looking at the one from the previous section.
Yeah, we're
Most
on.
recent one's an 18.
No, because it
The,
says DC 20 on like the.
Okay,
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my
And then
macro
the
has
chat.
it as 18, so we're gonna go with the macro.
Okay.
Then
Thank you, gracious
yeah,
Ian.
it's not
All right.
really a.
Athletics, 2 athletics, 1 stealth, 1 society, 2 nature.
Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna.
yikes.
Low roll.
Oh,
Oh, we need to. This might be. Is that all
0.5.
fails? That's all fails.
I feel like I
That
need to
is
reroll.
definitely all.
Do we want to? Do we want to?
That's worse. That's better.
I
Oh
would like
yeah, I
to
forgot we've
reroll
got.
mine.
Yeah, I will also reroll mine.
Sure.
So you're gonna burn your hero points before any battles. I
I
love
mean,
it.
There was a lot of
Wait,
failures there.
wait. That gets us 4 successes there, right? Because that's a
Yes, that
success.
does give you
Yeah.
4 success.
Okay.
Can I
Okay,
not
so
hit it
that's
then?
fine. Yeah,
That is
let's
4
leave it then.
successes versus 4 failures.
If I get it, not hit it.
Currently, that is 4 successes versus 4 failures, though. I don't know.
Okay.
If that...
Yeah, it is 4 successes versus 4 failures. Let's.
1 more hero point needs to be used.
I can do that.
I can do it.
I guess
Doesn't
I think
matter.
Hans
Crit failure.
rolls more.
the crit failure would probably be the best choice.
Yeah,
yeah.
the crit failure would automatically probably turn into a success or a crit success. And
Yeah,
that would
just
even
definitely.
if it, yeah.
Even if it was
Yeah,
just
even
a
if
failure.
it turned it, yeah, even if it was just a failure, it'd turn it to 4 versus 3. So
Yeah.
Yeah. thank you for your sacrifice,
Yeah.
Hans.
Yeah.
Not 20.
There it is.
From
Okay,
that 1 to a nat 20.
we will change that from a failure to a success.
Wait. I like to think Hans just like uses a really overpowered version of telekinetic projectile to like make a tree fall over as a bridge. Which that's it. That's him using nature.
Good. That's good.
As you make it down the bottom of the high hold stairs towards City Hall Center, a corrupted fragment of one of the leyline beacons discharges from a nearby vault collapse, spilling magic into the street and mutating nearby vines, dust, and masonry. That is number 4. Arcana, medicine, performance, or survival.
I can also do medicine, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't look like I'd have to.
I'll do medicine then, I think.
Okay.
Performance is just the best one here. For me. With a +4 in charisma, I'm trained.
Rizzed up on a Wednesday.
All right, let's fucking go.
Indeed.
I'm so upset.
Fail, success. Fail, success. Oh,
That's better.
alright, that's 3v3 there.
Yeah, one failure has to do hero point. Who has one left?
I have one left. I think
have
that's.
none.
Oh, but we all get a hero point back for it. So.
Yeah.
You'll get a hero point towards divine combat.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That sounds.
Yeah. So whenever your next divine encounter is, anything that deals with the abyss or devils or anything like that, you will get an extra hero point on that type of thing.
Oh, okay. But for now, we've all used all our hero points.
That is a success. As you turn the corner towards City Hall, outside City Hall, summon riot beasts and collapsing civil order grind the law into fragments. The Ashen Vanguard is barely holding a perimeter. Kreia Feldrum calls to the party, gesturing to a wounded clerk carrying arcane correspondence. For this check, we are... Let me make sure I have them in there correctly. Yep. We are doing intimidation, occultism, athletics, or arcana, trying to break the assault on the City Hall.
Yeah, I'm not really good at most of this, I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh, we need to
I'm a +10 in athletics and a flat 0 in everything else. So.
Yeah, I'm better than that.
I was gonna say, Hans and Effie, you're both trained in Arcana at least.
I can do occultism.
Oh,
I have a +9
yeah.
in occultism, so I'm gonna do that.
I think
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a +5 in occultism, so I can do that instead of athletics, and then that works.
Yeah, because I think my athletics is high. Yeah, because I got 9. I think me and Tien are probably the best people to have doing athletics.
I can stick with intimidation then.
I have the funny
Yeah.
belt.
Let's hope we
Well,
don't need to
here we
use
go.
hero points.
Oh.
Ah, damn. It's
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Somebody rolled a nat 20, I saw it.
Oh, good. Everybody else saved me.
Oh,
Crispy,
okay.
crispy.
I rolled pretty good.
We're good.
Success, crit success. Oh, yeah, okay, we're good.
We're balling. We're balling.
What's Connacht's strength?
Should be maxed. +4.
Yours +4?
Yeah.
What? I'm wondering why your athletics is only plus.
+4.
Eight.
It's only trained in athletics.
Yeah, but you should
You
have
should be at
+2
+9.
plus your level. You should be at +9. Do you have
Yeah.
something giving you a penalty to it right now?
Enfeebled.
Oh yes, you are
Right.
enfeebled in
You
the.
are enfeebled, right, yes.
Do we know? Wait,
Not
do we
a-
know how long that's supposed to last for?
Probably till somebody hits me with a stick. Or
Oh, it
something.
was the shadow, wasn't it? The shadow.
Yeah.
Or
Keep my shadow.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's. Yeah, I think
So
that's
we're
until-
at-
Positive, no shadow.
So you did have enough with the critical success to, let's see, we got
Well,
1,
it's every hour. It's every
2,
hour it goes down.
3, 4, 5v2. So we're going to call that a success.
Yeah. As Mr. T, would this over the course of this, would this take like about an hour or so? for the sake
Yes,
of,
at the end of this, we'll call the enfeebled gone. At the end of
Okay.
this chase.
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna make it.
your muscles are coming back.
Whoa.
My gains they return.
And boom.
All this took was all our hero points.
That's fine. What could go wrong?
Guess
It's
what?
all mine.
Was designed that way. No, it was designed to use all your hero points at the end of last session, but that is okay. So with that, it is not letting me double click. Let me make it visible manually.
Hey.
Big.
You guys get a lot out of this very, very successful series of skill checks. So the first thing we get is that relic that you picked up in on the way in the riot lines in the market. It should have gone to chat. Did it not go to chat?
I don't see it.
I don't see it.
It's a brass locket that contains a fragment of flame in it. It's embedded within is a tiny red gold rune that pulses in sync with these arcane ley lines in the region. It was originally used by Emberheart field mages to traverse unstable conduits during the post-rising resurgent. It is now serves as a protective conduit when wielded by those trusted with civic crisis response. And it has an effect that you can use once per day that I put in chat. When you would take damage from an arcane spell, spell hazard, or magical trap, you may trigger the locket as a reaction to gain fire resistance 5 until the end of your next turn, +1 status bonus to saves against spells from the arcane occult traditions until the start of your next turn. And whoever attacked you, if they're within 30 feet, they are flat-footed till the start of its next turn as arcane residual feedback flames back at them. So that's the relic that you guys found.
Nice.
Okay. Is there an item for it in...
There is an item for the...
I'm gonna put it in the stash, maybe.
Actually, that's what I'll do, is I'll just dump it in the stash for you. That way anybody who wants it can grab it.
Is it specifically from a spell from only the arcane school?
Let me go back and read it again once I pull it out.
It does say specifically arcane.
Yeah.
No, any magic school. I'll let it be any magic school. I will update that right now.
Okay, but the status bonus is just for arcane or occult.
No, we're gonna go from a spell hazard or magic trap who saves against spells from arcane or occult until I'm just gonna say nope. I'm gonna just make it saves, all saves against
it makes it more
spells.
powerful, but it's like it also makes it far less finicky to like track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I changed
Or
that.
was this from an arcane caster or a divine caster? Yeah, and you don't have to like.
And it
medicate
has
that
been
every
dropped.
time.
It has been dropped into the party stash. It's the runebound ember locket.
Ooh, weepy.
Oh, let's see.
Alright,
see.
who wants it?
Uh,
I guess.
Look at close to it, I'll stab you.
I would
I-
say someone in the front line. They're most
Potentially.
likely to buy that stuff.
I don't want to say it is fire related, and I kind of am the fire guy.
I mean,
I was gonna
And
say
with-
either me or Karnak.
I guess that you can make an argument
Front
for
line
like
is more likely to
save.
get hit, so one
Right.
of y'all fine.
I will.
He's got potato saves.
If we're looking at
Oh,
items,
if we're talking potato saves, then that's not me.
yeah, potato saves would be Hans. Hans' saves are unfortunately doo-doo.
I have
Well,
expert in every save.
maybe it could go to Hans. I will say if we're putting this in terms of gear so far, I have the least amount of gear in terms of gold worth. So I'm just a poor boy. I'm just a poor cleric.
I thought that a holy man wouldn't need earthly possessions.
Exactly.
I don't, but this isn't earthly. This isn't earthly. It's firely. You know?
It's very burny.
I think maybe because it gives a fire resistance and bonus to saves. I think maybe give it to Hans.
So I have my own fire resistance. So I don't.
Oh.
I mean that. I don't need. Well, not saying I don't need it, but I think it'd be better off with someone in front line.
I would be down for it.
So front line, just roll a dice, see who gets it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Y'all can't
frontline,
decide.
I guess is.
I don't need
okay.
it.
Should we do it? You don't want
I
it,
can,
Karnak.
I can
Melee
bow out for
fighters.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, how about what we'll do? We can roll a d6. One and 2 is Effie, 3 and 4 is Kothar, 5, 6 is TN.
Sounds good.
It's on there for Effie.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to like abstain from this, but
Oh,
it didn't roll for me, so
but if you abstain, the dice like is askew. I guess 1, 2, and 3 would be Fe.
Would be awesome.
4, 5, 6 would be me. All right, that's fine. You take it.
Got
Effie.
it.
yeah. I
Problem is
already
resolved.
have the funny belt.
You better use that reaction though.
Oh, you best fucking believe it. Also, where the fuck did it go?
It's
I ate
in,
it.
it was in
Oh, there it is.
I think it.
I
Yeah.
put it in my inventory and then
lost it.
lost it.
Good.
Yeah, immediately
Alright.
disappears into a backpack somewhere.
Then we get all those. And then we get all those. Got favor token +1 circle. That's all good. We did well.
Images.
Yeah, we like that.
Missing one here. There we go. We're gonna click that. The next thing that I have marked down is you guys get 1 hero point on the next divine/occult-ish encounter. We're gonna click select here, and
we've got +1 on the initiative rolls.
yeah,
and-
I'm gonna get to that. I have. Let me go ahead since you have the thing open. There are 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are now 6 Ashen Vanguard pins in the party stash. You have been granted field authority by the Ashen Vanguard during all future investigations within the city of Mangagoy.
Hell yeah.
So there's a pin for each of you.
Let me look at that.
I've taken it.
Pin.
So that is that favor token from Kreia Feldrum. Yep, Commander. Basically, it's gonna make it easier for you guys to figure out some critical information, as well as you get a +1 circumstance bonus to all diplomacy / request type checks in Mangagoy for the next 7 days. And you guys can bypass all Ashen Vanguard checkpoints and access otherwise restricted zones during investigation of future leyline activities.
Very nice.
And that does not have a time limit. You are basically considered field agents as by the Ashen Vanguard.
Heroes of the city.
Yep, and let me go here. And let me get the right selector there. And that brings you to the front of City Hall. Why does it keep doing that? And I think I put you guys on that map. Yes, I did. And where is my note? At the end there, you are met by the commander. You have not met her yet, so I will come on, click. Display her image. You are met by the commander at the edge of City Hall. She's short of breath and goes, Mangagoy still stands because of you. You've earned more than my thanks. You've earned my trust. You're not just bystanders in this war anymore. You're assets. You've been granted field status. Vanguard patrols won't stop you. Use it wisely, or I'll revoke it myself.
Understood.
Anything for Mangagoy's safety.
Indeed.
But what exactly is happening? We were
Into the
at
city
Temple
hall.
of Orion.
She points to you. They're having a high-level meeting in the city hall. Join them in there. And Zareth, having taken some injuries below the temple, is still recovering on his way. He goes, yes, let's see what's going on. And he leads you past the barricades that are in front of the city hall building into the city hall.
Is Savilo guarding the Temple of Orion while we're...
Yeah, she is not with you. She is gone. She's still at the temple. Hey, no, you will not spread that pillow.
The dog.
He brought my pillow in off my bed and was starting to try to pull at the seam. Yep.
Rude. How rude.
Yep.
Does Big Mans need a pair of shoulders to help? Is he doing all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, imagine me. Probably you and I are probably on either side, helping him shuffle through.
Yeah.
You make your way in, and Warden Draven looks over at all of you in the injured-ish type conditions that some of you had, and we need to get rid of that enfeebled. That's gone. That not having time to fully recover from the battle underneath the thing as you guys rush to City Hall. The warden says, the wards flickered but held. It appears that your intervention realigned enough of the surge to prevent a catastrophe. Thank you for your assistance. And Zorath goes, the ley lines are erupting. Magic is in flux and unstable. I don't know what the overall cause is of this. Guys have any response or questions?
Yeah, is it? Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No, I don't really have anything. I was just gonna say I have no idea.
I'm sorry. Could you explain these ley lines to me?
With that, our magic person is not here currently, so I'll have Zareth explain it. There are lines of residual magic all underneath the blade. That's where aether glass comes from. It's where the crystals are infused with this raw magical energy. Since the Rising, they have these ley lines below, at least the Outcast Isles, have been diminished in their power. It's what provides the weave of magical capability of all sorts for those that can cast spells, regardless of what tradition it is. You can think of this magic as just the raw pull of chaotic magic that's being focused in different areas below the world. It appears that something has cause some sort of surge or destabilize them. The warning beacons that are throughout the city have not been activated since well before the rising, because they take a large amount of energy to actually cause them to be powered up. It seems like there's been a extremely large surge of some sort of magical energy below this island, the Outcast Isles, or maybe the entire planet. I don't know.
That conglomerate of worms we fought, they appeared because of this happening, but do we think they're linked to the cause, or just were they lucky in that they got let out by whatever it is that caused all this?
They may be a side effect of the cause. Particularly that the rupture itself below the temple could have possibly, a ley line breach right there could have released them to that binding area.
The Zalzul, the servant of Orcus, it was serving. Do you think this surge is it trying to break free or something like that?
Draven goes, we've got word from other locales of some of Orcus's lieutenants having already been freed. We believe that this is not a coincidence that there are issues with magic happening at the same time that some of Orcus's lieutenants have been released back to the Abyss.
They've escaped. They were bound on the material plane, and they have escaped from there to the Abyss.
From what we give you guys a history lesson. Where did I put my list of
history?
I have a file that has a list of the current status of all of the lieutenants. And let me go here. You're gonna go right click. I think I got too many tabs open in my Obsidian. Or Obsidian's not playing games with me currently. Okay, so there we go. For some reason, the search is not working. I will go the easy way. File Explorer. It's kind of funny when I doing all my little prep work, I can find this stuff really easily. Blade World. Campaign. We're gonna stop that search. Lore. There we go. Orcus's lieutenants. Yes, we received word from Jambito that well, let's go back to the history. During the Rising, the 6 lieutenants of Orcus were bound. All of the clerics, the druids, and the mages working together, pulling their energy to stop the Rising from proceeding, bound the 6 lieutenants of Orcus. When they were bound, the abyssal influx stopped. What many do not know was that the efforts of the wizards and clerics and druids were failing. The last high priest of Arion, prior to the Rising, made a deal with Asmodeus for requesting his assistance in binding the lieutenants. Instead of binding the lieutenants in some sort of alternate demi-plane or somewhere else, they were actually all bound here within the Outcast Isles. In exchange for the binding holding these lieutenants at bay, the contract required this region to give up much of its magic. And that's when Zareth goes. Hence the confusion about the ley lines erupting now. They were pretty much drained during the Rising. Then Draven goes back and says, not many know about the deal that was made by Orion's priest, and that the arcane wardens agreed with it. The general populace does not know that a deal was made with the devil to prevent the to stop the last abyssal uprising. With that history, with the word of the ship making it through the boundary a few days ago, as well as shortly thereafter, we know of, based off of the day you guys are in game, we know of at least 3 of Orcus' lieutenants that are no longer bound here on the material plane, that they believe they have been released to the abyss.
What? So Asmodeus, the Dark Prince, just let them loose? Let all this come about? What? Is this true? Zareth goes, I don't. Deal.
Zareth goes, I don't believe Asmodeus would have just released them. Something else may have initially caused this breach. And yes, it was not
the machinations of the Archdevil.
It was a betrayer of our faith that made the deal. He has not been seen since the bindings went up. But like I said, I don't believe that Asmodeus would release these demons. I can understand those being around at the time thinking that the enemy of the enemy is my friend type of situation with dealing with Asmodeus. There's no way I believe Asmodeus would release his most hatred type of creatures back into the material plane unless somebody else betrayed the contract on our end.
All right.
I can't say I trust anyone that would make a deal with the devil.
All right, but what can we do now? The city, we've done our best on the way here, but it's still on fire, and these cultists and everything they're threatening to release. you said there's three lieutenants already. That's 3 more powerful demons that could be let loose. And if all of them return to Orcus's side, would he be able to enact another invasion? What would that mean?
The inspector goes, yes, we've seen upticks in cultist activity over the last 3 days since the word came out of the boundary potentially failing. That may be one area to look at. And Rom goes, yeah, needs some looking into, but I think this group has obviously proved their worth. I think worth. I believe we should be able to expedite their obtaining of a base of operations to continue their investigations within the city proper. Draven goes, Zareth, would you be able to do the cleansing today while the Ashen Vanguard takes care of putting down the rest of these riots? After I heal a bit, it may take through the night, but I'm sure we could come up with it. Let's concentrate on helping the rest of the city, and we'll get it taken care of.
Quelling the city unrest seems to be more of a priority than ensuring we have a little hidey hole for ourselves.
So, magic went crazy, but what is it? The riots because of that, or someone instigating the riots?
The riots, people are panicking because magic fissures in the ground where magical energy just starts erupting out. Beacons and glyphs that were on buildings that haven't been activated in over 200 years just start glowing. People that were able to cast spells, their spells are starting to go awry.
I imagine the city's already been a bit on tenthooks with the Crimson Tide and the Bleeding Tide and everything.
Is there a way to repair the ley lines to calm it down or anything?
We'll have to reach out to the Arcane Wardens to see what they can help with. Though I am a member of the Wardens, I have no clue of what could possibly help stabilize it. It does appear to have been a big burst. It started happening right as Deimos passed in front of the Embermoon this morning, right after sunrise. Let me verify that. Deimos being full blocked out the rest of the waning crescent of the Embermoon. That's when the bright red flares appeared in the sky and the ley line, so it may be also partially tied to maybe the cycles of the moon.
One part planning, one part opportunism led to
the
sudden surge and
Malethas, that priest of Lunar we saw in the dream. He prayed his faith to Orcus, apparently, right? And he's apparently sealed beneath Mangagoy. So that's what you said, right?
Draven says Malethas. Haven't heard of him in years. And then
when we were cleansing. Yeah, sorry. I'll let.
Yeah, you go ahead and continue your explanation, so he gets it from you instead of Zareth.
I'm trying to remember what was the werebear's name again. I've forgotten his name.
Kaleor Thornhide.
Yeah, Kaleor Thornhide. We saw him transfigured, touched by dark powers by this male Thaz. They spoke of a maw, the hunger of the abyss itself. It seemed like he was, from what we could decipher, he betrayed Lunaran faith to Orcus, and during the sealing attempts, and he was bound beneath the city. I don't know the truth of it all, but if the moon's cycles somehow attributed to all this, just as we were, and if he has influenced, mutated, and is already interfering with other followers of Lunara, maybe this is a greater act of heresy than just a Orion faithful working with Asmodeus. This is a corruption of the moon and the sun, the moon itself. I don't know. It all seems so wrong. It tainted works upon the faiths. You see, Kothar's still a little bit shaken by the whole Asmodeus deal thing.
Tien will say, Kothar, are you okay?
We're kind of dealing with some very difficult truths about the history of the world and the place of the divines in it. So, no, not quite, but I'll deal with it. I'll kind of look to the council and the rest of the party. So where to now? I don't exactly feel like we're helping much standing here deliberating.
Indeed.
Well, hopefully we're through the worst of the leyline surge. Now it's just a matter of quelling unrest in the city. Letting people know that it's relatively safe, dealing with the aftermath of it all, hopefully.
Zareth goes, yes, we should probably follow up, see if we could find out anything about Malphas. He has not been seen around in ages. The dream sequence with Kaleor, the memories that we extracted from him, it was almost like it was a spirit of Malphas, not an actual physical being that we saw. So maybe after Kaleor recovers some, we can get some information from him. I've got some possible leads to some cultist activity that I can get for you guys. Let me round out my contacts and provide a dossier for you to work with it.
A lead would be helpful.
Yeah. Is there anything we can do now, out in the city, or...
Make sure that make a presence known that there's a group out here assisting. A group that's well thought of by the leadership of the city. See if if there's any what the Ashen Vanguard can't quell. Provide assistance. Puppy, Snow. Provide some assistance to them as necessary. I mean, he is just pushing me back and just trying to climb all over my computer desk. Yes, puppy. Come on. Another hour, and then we'll take our break.
Being attacked.
Yes. As you guys are getting ready to depart, Zareth will recommend that you guys take whatever time you need to heal yourself before you go back out. And so he recommends you guys go ahead and do whatever healing you need to do. And as you guys are treating each other, Zareth, let me pull him out here so I could actually make it from him. This one. And he whispers you some information there, Kothar. About
oh.
Okay. I think as you see, maybe Zareth and Kothar like walk, kind of step off to the side and have this conversation. Kothar kind of takes a seat, kind of in like I imagine there's probably some chairs around here, like, and usually he's very like he's got a very firm posture. He makes sure to always stand, like. He's not hunched or anything. He just like fully kind of slouches back into the chair, a much more relaxed stance than and look that you expect, or like, he's not presenting himself like fully like proud or anything. He's just like,
Kothar, are you? I guess it's probably useless to ask if you're okay.
I'm just considering things. I'm outwardly expressive with sometimes stories go that my people can sometimes seem cold, emotionless, because a lot of things go behind the eyes. I think growing up knowing that fact, I've become very outwardly expressive of my discontent or my joy or anything like that. So I can see probably why my obvious reactions to this very new information is maybe disconcerting, but I am fine. I'm fine. I just need a bit of time to just a little bit of time to my own thoughts. But when action is needed, I will be ready. Don't worry.
Of course.
Does anybody need any healing? I can hit you.
Looks
I
like
am fine.
Karnak's a little low.
I'm a bit scratched up, so I think it's just me and Karnak. I'm only missing 2.
I took like 4 damage.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I took like 7. I'm like at 7 damage right now. Minor injuries.
And, how much time do we have to patch up?
As much as you need to.
I can hit 2 people at a time.
Oh yeah, do you want to get Karnak and Tien, and then afterwards you can patch me up maybe.
I can patch you up while
okay.
Hans is doing me
Sure.
and Karnak. Okay. I'm gonna 3 wounds. Oh, I must target at least 1 token for that. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Take a couple minutes to catch our breath and address any small wounds.
Okay, let's get those.
Copy and paste all that info you sent me.
Yay.
Oh, no.
Didn't. Yeah. Didn't get anything. Huh. At least I didn't hurt you. So I have to wait 10 minutes.
Well, I advanced the clock.
What? Yeah.
I advanced it because it takes 10 minutes to cast it, so it's continuous type of thing.
Well, it's from when you start the thing, so technically after the 10 minutes you can just do it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they become immune for 1 hour when you start the treat wounds activity, but because it makes it 10, you do 10 minutes treat wounds. And
Yeah,
then
so
you do the treat wounds
there
again.
is no pause. I just have to advance. There we go. We got a heal.
Well, that's good.
Tion and Karnak, go ahead and take your full health back.
Yeah, and then doing a roll for.
Little-
Who did we lose? Was that? Oh, that was Tien's like that. Do you think you can patch me up again, Hans?
Yeah, so.
I think Tion was gonna try to.
Yeah. Though I'd
do
say if
that.
Tian does it, I become immune to treat wounds for a lot longer.
I thought it was treat wounds from that specific, or am I thinking battle medicine?
No, I think that's battle medicine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Treat wounds, you just become immune.
Tion mentioned that they were leaving?
Yeah.
No, I think he might have lagged out, or
Yeah.
something might have come up.
Yeah, let me see if there's an.
Alright, I'll hit you.
But, yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and put the healing on Tion.
Yeah. Are you alright to give me some heals?
Go ahead and take that, Kothar.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just in
Yeah.
Right now, Tion's showing Discord with phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably just crashed.
Yeah, they just said the internet exploded. The internet was linked to the ley lines. It blew up when they did.
Infrastructure.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, hero points. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right at our hour.
On the mark.
There's no one here named Mark. No Marks have gone here.
If Mark was here, I'd be hitting Mark.
Damn.
So,
Be whooping the shit out of Mark.
I guess if we're all patched up, then is there?
And go find some trouble.
Yeah.
indeed.
See if there's something strange.
Do a search for some skullduggery in the streets.
So what we will do is, if you want to search for skullduggery in the streets, what I want you guys to do is, when this picture shows up, there is a green box with an arrow pointing direction of movement. I would like you guys to arrange your characters as you would be if you were walking through the streets in that direction.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we establish our exploration activities as well?
Probably.
Already got mine.
Yeah, I think I'll probably
And mine off the kind of
defend.
record again.
Mm.
Forget your kitty.
Yeah. Would the cat also get an exploration activity? I'm not sure if Lunaire would get an exploration activity.
I don't know if they get exploration activities.
Yeah, it feels like it would be a bit much.
I'll have to check to see if there's a ruling on it.
Yeah, it's not important right now. I don't have anything specific.
I think it is a grey area.
I will let the cat. The way I'll flavor
I think
it
it'd
is,
be like
I will
a
let the
limited-
cat assist you in your exploration activity.
Like if he's
That works too,
searching.
So if he's searching,
Maybe if you're searching or tracking, you get like a bonus.
yes, I'll give you a
Yeah.
bonus to your searches / tracks or whatever as you use those things. But I would
It could also be a
like.
thing like that it would take time to just like train Lunaire to be more proficient.
Yep.
in those
I was
things,
going to
but-
say,
anyways.
for Hans, do you want to? If you turn off your scout and turn it back on again, it should give us all the scout effect.
Ah, yes. Kind of an
Alright.
annoyance with exploration activities.
So I'd like everybody to please roll that perception check as you guys are wandering about town.
And whatever the opposite of perceptive is.
I'm legally blind.
You got them lizard eyes.
Well, not quite legally blind. Maybe legally stupid.
Hans, you don't have a.
No.
I'll go ahead and use
Oh,
that
no.
13 for you, Hans, but there wasn't a little die for you just to click in the chat.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
Okay.
I
And,
think I'm lagging a little bit, but
okay.
Are you scouting then, Hans? Because if so, we can
Yes.
all put we can all put the. Oh wait, don't we have Sorry, Jim. The thing where we got initiative bonus for all like riot encounter checks.
This is not
What?
this is not initiative.
Okay, no, I know it's not for this, but I mean, for that, is that a circumstance bonus that we'd be getting or a status bonus?
I'll make it an untyped bonus so you automatically get it.
Okay, so that'll go.
That'll go into
stat-
addition.
Scout.
Yeah, that'll go into an addition to whatever.
So
Scout is a circumstance bonus. I'm going to give you
Yeah.
untyped so that you get the effect plus from this scout.
All right, so we
Yeah.
just make sure everyone adds scout onto them because that's what Hans is doing.
Yep. So everybody, drag that scout onto you because you're probably going to want it. And then
Hello.
give-
Back all the way.
Yay, Tion! Yay!
Yes.
We're all healed up. Did you, if you wanted to move your position at all, as we're moving south on the map, so if you wanted to be nearer the front or whatever.
Okay. I'm still loading in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Hi, puppy. No, you don't hit the keyboard.
Very unhappy about not having keyboard protection. That is.
Yeah,
very
I was about
unhappy.
to say that doggo got attitude.
Dog, like, what do you mean I'm not allowed to type on Discord? What? I'm offended. This is a grave offense.
Yeah, he has locked up my computer before. He's also ran underneath the table and used his nose to push the power button on the computer.
Oh,
It is obnoxious when people learn how to do that.
Yeah, but they keep me occupied, and
Yeah.
it helps having
They're
pets.
good. They're good boys.
Tion, were you able to make it into the map? Oh, yep, I see you
Yes.
moved. Okay,
It's an odd layout we've got here. We've got
It is an odd
three in a
layout,
line, yes, and then a strange arrowhead maneuver in the back, but
So-
slightly to the.
Tion, as you're
After you-
walking,
Go on.
I believe you have a trinket from Mr. Ambervale on you.
Yeah. I would trinket for myself.
Yes.
Trinkets.
I mean, from your benefactor, Oliver Ambervale.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking south in this street, you feel it start to burn.
The street gets hot. Is that what you're saying?
The trinket starts to burn. It's it's feeling very, very off. It's against your skin. It's like, oh, something's wrong with that trinket. And
It's a bomb. Throw it.
with that, right about the exact same time, you see an individual on the walls of that building to your right, to your east, and a burst.
Very high.
Let me go ahead and put that back out there. It's a 20-foot burst, and then I'll move it to the right location. Don't want you to disappear.
I was just gonna get Effie.
I don't want it to... I know it's probably a setting I have, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna just draw it.
Manual.
Okay.
That region of the ground, you see it start to glow, and arcane glyphs explode and create a dense field of planar pressure in that region, interfering with all motion and trying to attempt to anchor anybody who moves in that region. You see a wavy space from there. If you start a turn in that whole region is considered difficult terrain. Think of it, it's like Grasping Vines area, reflavored. Right. If you start a turn in that area, you must make a reflex save, and based off of the reflex save, you can have -10, -20, or -20 movement speeds, as well as fall prone and or immobilized. Oops, Control Z. And now what I will do is I will let you guys roll your initiative once I put you into combat. And don't forget to add that +1 circumstance bonus due to your...
Yeah. Is it a 20-foot burst that's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's a 20-foot burst, so it's 20 feet in each direction. I will...
I think I've just drawn one there. I don't know if you,
can
move that one.
Just leave that one there.
Can we keep it like that?
Yeah, because when I put them on there, they disappear. So I'm going to get rid of the drawing.
Okay. There we go.
It was purposely designed not to have hit any
of
of you to start off with, so...
Cool.
Yeah.
It's blocking us in this area. Okay. It's just this one person we see for the time being.
That is correct.
Ooh.
Right.
Very good.
Did everyone remember? Everyone, you also get your the extra +1 untyped bonus.
Yep.
Then that would be a +1 on that.
So once everybody rolls, I'll add the ones to the people that didn't do it. So I'm waiting on Kothar and Karnak's roll. Karnak's came through.
Tough.
Woohoo! That's a 31.
Who do I have to add the ones to?
Me.
So Tion gets a... Okay, so we're going to update
Oh, I forgot that.
Hans to a 27.
Karnak needs one too.
Yes.
I
forgot.
Hans needs to go to a 21. Oh, that's going to be a good change for you.
On your number.
I got Hans and Tion. Who else do I need?
Karnak.
Karnak.
I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be beneficial for you. That brings you up to an 18.
GM,
Yes.
the ammo thing that you used to have on here is not on here anymore on the screen. So I just wanted.
Okay.
I
Manage
wasn't familiar.
modules.
You
Just a
probably raised
second.
the deal, but-
That would be Forians.
Oh, I have it once I've drawed my weapon. Popped up for me.
Yeah, it should be there. Forian's ammo swapper is active. Let me look at. Oh, here's what I think you need to do. I'm gonna verify that.
Oh, there it is. I just had to draw my weapon. That was it.
Okay.
Why
Otherwise,
can't I put the ammo in my gun? Wait,
there-
where's my gun?
so if
I
it
forgot I
did,
didn't have it drawn.
even
That's
if you
fair.
have your so if it doesn't appear if you have your weapon done, if you go into configure settings under Forian's ammo swapper, there's a little box in there to reset position. That'll put it back at the bottom center of your screen if it disappears. You accidentally drag it somewhere.
I assume as we're going around the city, we're all doing so with our weapons drawn.
Yes, I will give you your free weapons drawn and free weapon load. So any ranged weapons are automatically loaded right now. Right. But as that eruption happens off to your left, you saw the bolts of energy that caused it come from this individual that is standing on that rooftop there.
Does her garb resemble any of the cultists and such we've encountered previously, or?
It's a bit culty.
None that you. It
Feel
does
people.
not. It does not. Not similar to anything that you've encountered in the sewers
So far.
or on
Gotcha.
the firefights on the docks.
But
Got
it's
it.
quite clear by trying to lock us in with that spell that they are attacking with hostile intent.
And that brings us up to. I wanted to give that little scenario there as Batrock. You see that burst go over your head from that individual, looking like she's attempting to block off your passage.
How high up? It looks like she's on a different
Um,
tower or something. So
We'll call it 12 feet-ish.
sure.
You want to put the you can put the elevation on her because then it will help calculate distance.
That'll
for spells.
automatically. I'll put her at 15. That way the distance will auto calc. Yep.
Alright, well. Seems hostile, so let's let her shoot at her.
Indeed.
Yes, that works.
Hmm.
Is she partially behind the kind of ledge?
He still would have hit. Yes, I'll mark her as having lesser cover in a second.
Gotcha.
But he still would have hit even with that there.
Yeah.
We get hit with the blam blam.
Because I think it said she had standard cover anyway.
Did it say she had it?
Yeah.
So she is going to take said damage.
Good damage.
Very
Pew
good.
pew.
And I need to pull up cover.
I think it's already calculating it.
Yeah, it says standard cover +2 on her.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's
I
already
imagine
calculate-
it's calculating based on the walls.
Yep. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yes, you definitely hit her.
So.
She appears to be winded.
Recall knowledge.
Oh, just a second. Let me pull up the right bestiary. And hopefully...
She's a spellcaster. I imagine low fortitude, high wisdom already. Maybe find out what rank of spells she can use. what score?
I screwed that up. I started the combat with the wrong bestiary open, so I'm going to go back to the one I had open. And so what do you want to know about her?
Highest spells.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. You do know she's appears to be equivalent level as what you guys are as far as spell casting would go, or maybe slightly higher. Her I will put the spell that she cast as marked. And you do know that I will give you that she has divine spells available to her.
Gotcha. Misty, when you were saying about different bestiaries, is there like a separate bestiary thing for each group? Or 'cause
Yes,
when I'm looking in the
yeah, you don't see them. I do. Right
Okay,
now
'cause right
we're
now-
in the group 2's bestiary because I started the combat. That's what pulls the creatures into the bestiary.
Okay.
Because I had them open.
Yeah, because I've got the like bestiary thing that I was using before on my hotbar, and it's showing. I think it's showing enemies that other groups have encountered.
That's why I said yes.
I don't know how to fix.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is we have to finish this combat here. Then I can export the creatures you guys attacked and pull them into your correct bestiary.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. They can't get added unless I start the combat, and I don't want to stop the combat, retype in everybody's initiative.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
All good.
Totally fair.
All good.
Totally.
Yep, so you reloaded. You do know she is some sort of divine spellcaster at or slightly above your level.
Alright, then I'll move. And that'll be it.
Jump
Okay.
up there.
Worry
Kothar.
about AoE.
Alrighty. I guess since we got the higher perceptions and we're going before other, because I think if the other creatures have rolled stealth,
That perception check was whether or not Tion in particular noticed something.
Oh yeah, no, I get that.
That's what that roll was for.
Yeah, no, I mean when.
Yeah, I will.
Just
Yeah, if you're trying
I know if there are other creatures around.
I need to for Kothar. Yes, you would notice two other creatures.
Okay.
Let me.
I have just realized something.
Yes.
Ow.
I rolled perception for initiative. I am avoiding notice. It should have been stealth. My initiative should be 3 higher.
Would be enough to put you above Tion.
It would, yes. That's why I mentioned it. If it didn't do anything, I would have
Okay,
mentioned it.
so I need to make you a 28.
Yes, it should be 28.
Okay.
Because my stealth is 3 higher than
And
my...
then go ahead and mark yourself as stealth in just a second. I'm going to update you to a 28. And I'm going to mark you as currently hidden.
Thank you.
Actually, let's do it this way. Boom, right click, click.
You set me at a 28 instead of Effie.
Oh. Right click, update participant 27. Right click, Effie, update participant 28.
Apologies for
Yep.
causing some trouble.
And Effie is right click, click, H for hidden. This guy is no longer undetected. but he is hidden. And this guy is no longer undetected, but he is hidden.
Do I get any idea in which direction these other figures may be?
You will be in just a second once it's not... There we go. It should be readily get rid of the... You should start sealing swirlies on the ground.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, select your token if you're not seeing them.
I have got it selected. I do not see them. Oh, now okay. I can see them. Okay, now it's working. All right.
You should see two swirlies on the ground.
I guess are they in cover or are they like invisible?
They're kind of hiding in shadows, just like Effie's doing.
Okay. I'm gonna.
So you got rid of their your perception got rid of their undetected status. They are still hidden, unless you make an active seek action against them.
Okay, I'll do that. I think.
Left or bottom?
Isn't it when you seek you get all?
Yeah, everything in that burst. Go ahead and do your seek action. Basic action macro should have it.
Yeah. Seek.
Yeah.
I guess is it
the third column in the middle?
Yeah, they're in alphabetical order.
Okay, I'll put my 30-foot burst here.
Hey. With that, I've got to keep on remembering that it's not a, which one's the right click, which one's the left click. You're the only one that knows these unless you actually point them out to the rest of your party. I'm going to give you, because of your role,
let's go.
Oh.
You see two what appear to be bandits, as well as two creatures that look like that.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Oh. Where the hell are those things? I didn't see where those guys were.
So there I was in this back alley, walking down it, right? And then the spawn of my nightmares pops out of a barrel.
Yeah, do I see where those two creatures are? Because I don't see them on the map at the moment. But...
Oh,
Let me see why they're not showing up for you.
that was one ugly dog.
That is not a nice pup.
Not a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I didn't walk towards them.
Oh no!
I am gonna have to drag them back out. Nope, I can't do that.
No, they're being stubborn.
They're...
Weird.
Let me look at the effects on them.
Oh, now I can. Okay, now I can see them.
Or do I just gotta re-click? Gotta re-click the token.
Yeah. So you should see four. You should see two bandits and two dogs.
There they are.
Yep, see them now.
You can spend an action to
Memory
point them out to your party. Otherwise, you're the only one that knows the four of them are there.
Would that notify the whole the party of all four of them?
Yes, I will give you that for an action to point out.
Yep. I will spend an action to point that out to everyone and say, while everyone's looking at the person on the tower, I point behind us like, everyone, there's more. I point, there, and there.
There!
That's okay. That's 2 actions. 1 action left. I think I will just raise my shield, ready for them to kind of, and I'll bash my Morning Star against it to try and lure them to come after me. That'll be my turn, though. I think mostly just getting ready to rumble in the jungle.
Okay. Are you ready to rumble? Okay. Effie, you are currently hidden.
Let's see.
I think you can sneak for half your movement.
I'm not gonna sneak. I don't really care about being hidden.
Oh yeah, because you've got surprise attack anyway, so they're already.
Yeah, so they're all off
guard.
guard anyway, even if I'm not hidden. That's the main thing I want from rolling stuff. So I'll move here. I'm no longer hidden. I will strike them.
Break them down.
Where are they? That is.
That's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That's some good stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yes, that off guard really helped.
Oh yeah.
It is failing fast. You pummeled the poo-poo out of it.
Let's see. What do I want to do next? I think I'm just gonna make a knock strike against them.
Ooh.
There's another
Yeah,
hit.
they're definitely dead.
So I want you to describe you coming out of the shadows at this guy, putting him out of his misery.
Imagine like just what's the? I'm trying to think of the one anime. Like I kind of like pounce at them from like the shadows and take them off guard, and just like 2 slashes just cross on the chest.
I like to imagine you like land on the other side of them. They stand up for a few seconds, then just drop dead into ribbons.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be your 3, bringing us up to Tion. That trinket,
Bernie.
yeah, it burned and it stopped burning when she started launching stuff. It's almost like you were marked.
Okay, so it's not burning now.
It's not burning now, but you feel there's some sort of tie between her and the burning of that amulet or trinket that you're carrying.
Okay.
Not good, not good.
Fuck. When you said trinket, I thought it was like the other thing that I got, but.
Your adoption papers are burning in your own hands. What do you do?
Yeah, that's...
Oh no!
I did get adoption papers, actually.
They are burning.
But...
Don't think, just do. Kick ass. It's what you're born to do. Most birds are born to fly. You're not. You're born to kick.
Yeah, I don't have wings.
Yeah, you can get them later.
Hey, talons are pretty fucking lethal.
We will find the holy Red Bull. And you will get wings.
Unfortunately, I am not the right heritage to have wings. But I guess I can fuck up this guy.
Honestly, I'm more scared of the dogs.
Maybe, actually. Do I see the dogs? They were pointed out to me.
Yes,
right?
they were pointed out to you, yes.
Are they like incorporeal looking, see-through or something?
They're not see-through, they were invisible. Yeah, the tokens look
so
a little
I'm gonna-
wonky. I don't know why. I took a creature's pictures token and then I changed its abilities.
Might be the
I'm
ability.
gonna
I know some
run
abilities have like an animation thing on them.
up. I'm going to use inner upheaval.
Bonk, bonk. Hide.
For
Just a
Very
second, Tion. As you step near that thing, basically, as soon as you get within 10 feet of it, the hound's body ripples with suppressed memories. Creatures within 10 feet, you hear whispers of forgotten guilt or warped truth.
Oh,
If you end your
that does say when
turn in this emanation, you must make a fortitude saving throw. So just letting you know, as you step within 10 feet of it, you're starting to feel memories of half-truths and partial guilt start to overwhelm you.
I think I should have rolled that save then, shouldn't
Nope,
I?
you are barely outside the circle.
okay.
Am I not in a 10th elimination?
You are by square rules, but you're not. It's
Yeah,
just
it's,
barely touching you by the radius.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in terms
diagonals.
of I realized that.
Yeah, I forgot about diagonals.
But all right, I'm going to again use inner upheaval and flurry of blows this fucker. So unarmed attack. Wait, is that the right one? No, it's the fist one that I need to use. Sorry, I have 3 different unarmed attacks, and like they all do the same
Yeah.
thing.
What?
Wow!
Oh, that's bad. But we can see if spirit hurts it.
It took some damage, but not as much damage as you think it would take.
Yeah.
What does it seem to ignore?
I believe it told you in the bestiary tracker. Let me verify. It is resistant to physical damage.
Oh, not good.
The
Do we know how much
uncommon
die?
bestiary doesn't have anything in it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bestiary is showing the wrong. Like I'm seeing one for like a whole different group.
Yes.
Like I'm not seeing any of our stuff.
Yeah, go to in combat, and you should see it.
Oh.
Yeah,
wait,
it's not in that one for mine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
it's-
not.
Go to the actors
It might
tab.
be,
Go to the actors tab, and where it says bestiary tracker in the actors tab, click that one. See if it opens up the one that has them in it.
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I just have to-
I will keep you informed.
about
It
it,
is resistant to physical. It is an aberration and has something to deal with time.
All right.
Do we know how much it is resistant to physical or not?
Not with what you rolled. It would be hard to tell.
Okay.
It's at least 1, and no more than 5. Actually, it's at least 2 and no more than 5 based off of what you rolled. Actually, no more than 4 because you rolled a 4 physical. It took 1 damage, I'll tell you that.
All right. I'm going to use my last action to activate Crane Stance.
Okay, I would like you then to roll that saving throw.
Yeah. I'm assuming this attack does not have the water trait.
No, it does not.
Okay.
You are thickened 1 as these memories and little doubts start to seethe your inner mind.
Alright, that's my turn.
Makes you want to throw up.
Yep, Hans, you are up.
Okay. Am I close enough to intimidate the agent?
I think it's 60 feet usually.
Is it
You're-
60 feet?
No, sorry, 30 feet. Sorry, 30 feet.
You
Sorry.
are 50 feet away from it.
Yeah. Okay. Instead of that, I'm just gonna hit her. Yeah. Hans just kind of points at her, his index finger, and yells out "Expulso!" And one little force barrage goes and hits her.
You just doing
Yeah.
one bolt or?
I'm doing all three.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh,
Cool.
nice.
Another max damage.
And one more.
Do it again.
There is
Oh,
a macro for force
That's a-
barrage, I think.
yeah, still, yeah, that's all good. That's 15 damage. It's quite nice.
Alrighty, and that ends my turn.
That brings us
I
up
just marked-
to her. She will cast you see her heal herself. And then Kothar, I would like you to put a 20-foot circle based off of where I'm pinging up here, just north of Batrock.
Yeah. Oh, they're locking us
She
in.
can't see that part.
No, she
target
can't
there.
see that far, so but she can see right here.
Alright.
Actually, she's gonna put it right here, so right to the left of you. And
Also
with
gets
that,
both of you.
she casts
Another
a
sigil.
second sigil lock. And any creature that starts their turn in that thing, so that's all difficult terrain. Both of those yellowish circles are difficult terrain. And you've got to roll a reflex saving throw if you start your turn in that area. I'm gonna pop this out of chat.
Since Batrock and Hans are going to start their turns in that space no matter what, should they just roll the save now? So we
No. I've got
Oh, wait,
I've got it popped out.
Oh yeah, and also because the prone stuff might affect things before then. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to affect them before that. And that brings us done with her turn, and that brings this guy up.
Fix the electricity. She's still being electrified.
And she's still getting zapped. And that brings the cutthroat that's down there up. He is going to follow his prime directive. And
I
target.
wonder what. Yeah, I wonder what his prime directive is.
And as he goes up, he tries to let me make sure I've got you targeted. Yep. Peon, I would like you to he is going to try to distract you, failing. But he will use his lax action to attack. Go ahead and take that damage. That brings us up to the first memory hound, and that is the one that is next to Tion. Tion, it reaches out with its claw, but its claw, as it gets to your body, oops, says I have to target it. Ooh, that would have hit, but I'm going to re-roll it anyway. Not going to take it because I goofed up. As the claw goes to where it would hit your body, it actually feels like it goes through you, and it's like it's tearing memories from you. Go ahead and take that damage from the claw. It's like it didn't physically touch you, but it mentally touched you with its claw, and it is going to then try to bite you. And again, as it reaches to bite you, it doesn't make physical contact, but you can tell it's trying to disturb you with its mind. And that will end its turn.
Trying to treat your memories like a chew toy.
And that brings us up to Karnak.
Oh. Okay. A little torn here on on what I want to do. Is there any way for Lunaire to maybe get up to this like Glyphbearer agent?
I will let her make
15, 10.
a 20 DC 20 athletics or acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'll make an attempt. I'll see if
Actually, there should be a. Let me look at her. Just do the high jump check.
High jump. Just roll for that. Public, right?
Yep. Oh yeah.
That'll do.
I will let her make it up there with a single action with the jump. With that.
Oh, fantastic.
Because she's a cat, I'm going to give her
that's...
more than the 5 foot vertical, so.
Right. Can get up there and presumably make a strike as well if I've commanded an animal.
Yes.
So. Here I have.
Go ahead and use fake out the help the cat attack.
Sure. Yeah. Do your thing before I roll here. Oh, nice.
So you get a +1. I put the 8 on cat.
A +1, and we'll do a strike with claw. No dice.
Oh,
well. Was a good idea.
Yeah.
Was a good idea. And otherwise, I will just.
Put a hunt prey out on one of the enemies.
I could, but at the same time, I'm also like, I don't.
Because they've got. Because right now that you don't want to ideally end your turn near them because they'll make you sickened.
Exactly. Yeah. So I will.
You'd hunt prey and then move away, force them to waste actions chasing after you.
Right. So yeah, I think that's kind of the idea I want to go for. So I'm going to shuffle over. Yeah, we'll just do 20. I'll shuffle over this way.
Okay.
And that should be my turn.
And that brings us up to the
Did you? Oh, you hunting prey on the cutthroat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are going to shift. And I lost my little button that lets me roll for fate. So Tion, you are 1, Kothar 2, Karnak 3.
Oh no, they're all ganging up on Tian.
Not your P, not your P.
It is going to go there. That's one action,
Guys-
but I do need
Guys, I'm
to
the tank.
do something with him because of what kind of creature he is. It is going to get this effect currently. And then it will be able to make 1 strike at you, which it is going to do with its claws. And it told me, again, I must target before an attack. What's your AC? 16? No, your AC is 21. I'm not going to re-roll that one because it was my fault. So it missed you.
Yeah, it's not even close.
That creature, the second one that came up to attack you, as it moved away from the wall, it appeared to flicker and weaken a little bit. Bringing us back up to Batrock. Batrock, you are starting your turn there, so please roll this reflex save that's in chat, the little dice.
Sad.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, there's some dice in chat.
Is this
Roll 'em.
magic spell?
It says Sigil Lock, DC 20 reflex dice, and it's that ground that's you're in.
I was just wondering if my resist elf magic circumstance counts for this.
Yeah.
I would
it's
say
against the
yes.
spell.
Ugh.
That is a failure, so you are prone. And you have a negative 20-foot circumstance penalty to all speeds.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah. All right. Well, first stand up.
You can try the escape action if you want to remove those effects.
You can just. Oh, you have to do escape to stand up.
No,
No, I think you
remove
can still stand
to
up.
remove the speed
Oh.
penalty. Yeah, you can stand up
Okay,
on your
yeah.
own, but to remove the speed penalty, and if you were to critically fail the immobilize,
Yeah. I'm just gonna shoot her
okay,
right now.
You stood up first.
you're
though,
upset.
Yeah. I stood up.
Angry.
So
Nice.
have some more persistent damage. And acid.
Yeah, really solid damage.
Oh, and she gets a bit slowed.
And thoughtful reload. I'm gonna try to target one of the hounds for the recall knowledge.
Okay.
Alright, where's the recall?
These guys are funky.
Oh yeah. What do you want to know about the funky guys?
Do they have a weakness?
No. But with your success, you know they are immune to being controlled or anything with emotion attached to it.
Okay. And that's it.
Kothar.
I'm gonna delay, and I'm gonna suggest Tian when you're. I'm gonna delay until after Tian. As says Tian, when you're done with your turn, and ideally Effie, if you're gonna move in after on your turn. I'm thinking of doing an AOE thing, so I don't know if basically
Yeah.
to
No,
affect them
I get you.
if we both delay until after Tian, let Tian do his thing and then get the hell out of there, and then I can smack him with some magic.
I marked you as delayed, Kothar. That brings us up to Effie.
Yeah, I think I'll delay as well until after Tian.
Okay, Tian brings you up. You've got 2 puppy dogs and a bandit next to you.
I guess if that is the case, that I'm not taking that much damage, so I don't think I need to heal at the moment.
Yeah,
so
if you just maybe when you do your stuff, if you move back, and then I can do something to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna elemental blast at this memory hand right here. So I'm doing 2 actions for it. I'm gonna reroll that, I think.
Okay, barely hit it.
Yep. So 2 action blast and everything. Are you joking?
Dude. These unlucky rolls, man.
It's fucking 0 time dilemma moment.
And it took the full damage that you would expect it to have taken from that.
And I guess as my 3rd action, I'm going to stride away behind Kothar.
Okay.
If they have attack of opportunity.
I'm looking at
Go for it.
I'm looking at the bandit. I think he's the only one that may have it, but he does not have any reactions. I mean, does not, and they don't. So nobody attacks you.
Yep, that's my turn.
Kothar, you wanted to re-enter there?
Yes.
Okay, you have re-entered, and Effie, you're going to re-enter right after that. So Kothar, you're up.
Hazel?
I
Did you want to re-enter after me, or...?
Yeah, I was going to return after you, because
Okay.
I want to know what you're doing.
Well,
And then...
I am going to cast Dazzling Flash. So, present my big old holy symbol. I will place a 15-foot cone. I think I can get... Yeah, there you go. If I do it there, that's all 3, without even needing to move. So they all need to make me that fortitude save. Sorry, I still had the glyph agent targeted when I cast that. My bad.
So target the 3 of them.
Damn, that's not an incapacitation.
I know.
No.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Usually
it's not letting
blinded
me
has
target them.
incapacitation, but not this one.
Yeah, sorry. It's not,
Yeah.
do you know how to set it so it does target them? Because it's not letting me.
I'm working on that right now.
Cool.
oh, good.
I did. And they are Memory Hound 1, failed, Memory Hound, Bandit, success, and both Memory Hounds fail. One critically
Ooh, that's a
failed.
critical fail.
Ooh.
So the Bandit
Alright.
is dazzled for 1 round.
Yeah, just dazzle.
I gotta figure out which Memory Hound is which. T.
To be fair, I don't think either's one's gonna survive for more than an hour. So,
The wounded one is the one that crit failed.
The wounded one is the one that crit failed. So,
Yep.
it is blinded and dazzled. And the other one is blinded,
blinded and
and dazzled.
They can spend an action. They can spend an action to get rid of the blindness, but on the critical failure, they can't.
Okay.
They're just stuck blind for a round. So that was really good.
Yeah, that was.
would be why.
Behold.
And I'm then going to stride to make sure I'm out of that sickness emanation.
5 feet north or 10 feet east or 1 northwest.
I want to try and get them to come after me. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna just try and lure. Basically, if I can get them to waste their actions to chase after me, the better.
Okay. And that brings us up to Effie.
Yeah,
By the way, for the record, if you hold Shift and then press T, that way you can target multiple creatures.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so remind me how create a distraction works. I can target multiple.
So it goes against all the relevant creatures DCs.
Yeah.
And then whether or not you succeed, they get their bonus to it. But obviously, you become hidden to all those creatures. But then if you strike that creature, it's off guard too, and then you become observed by everyone. So.
Yes. No, I know that. I know that part. It's more about who I can. And.
It depends upon what type of distraction you're doing. If you're doing something related with words,
Yes.
they have to understand you. They have to be able to understand your language.
But then if you do a gesture or trick, he gets manipulate trait.
I could do the trick. I could do trick and throw some rock somewhere and.
Yeah, I'll say.
Like
keep in mind when you do it, if it lasts until the end of your turn or until you do anything except step, or so it's better to move up to them then do it.
My plan is to. Well, it doesn't matter because this one is. It does matter. I did the math wrong. I did it from their token, my token.
Well, actually, if they're blinded, they're already.
Are they already off guard?
Already off guard. Yeah, because they can't see you.
Oh, well, then it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you can't detect anything using
I'll
vision.
simply stride up.
Stride up, stab it, and then maybe run away.
Yes, that is the plan.
My spell did its job. Woo.
Okay. We'll strike the one that is blinded.
No.
3 on the dice.
Have you got a hero point?
I do. I might use it. I'm gonna use it.
And you guys just all got another one?
Yeah, and that's crit.
With
Good.
nearly minimum damage,
Good.
by the way.
Not good.
Oh.
Wait, it's not off guard because of blinded? It didn't have
should
my
have been.
impact.
It
said
was
it
on
was
the
off
first
guard
roll.
on-
It's a critical hit's a critical hit. The first roll you did, it was off guard. They just didn't do it with the reroll.
It didn't have
No,
my
no.
attack.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah,
didn't add
it
your.
should've added-
It's because of the
attack.
reroll. When you do the hero point, it loses the trait. So go ahead and roll your extra sneak attack dice, then I'll click
Like it's-
double on it.
Yeah. It's the system being weird.
Well, it's
4
because
right now, right?
it
What? It's 1d6.
At least 6, there we go. I always forget the number.
Yeah, it can't.
5%.
Actually, we're gonna double that to 10.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just wanted to make sure it took the full 10 because it already took the resistance from that would have been lumped in. Yeah, it's just that the way the system works, as soon as the
because that's precision damage.
well, it still would have taken the full 10.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I just
let's see.
I just want to make
I'll
sure it
then
wasn't
move
reduced.
45 feet over here.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
And that brings us up to Hans. You are beginning your turn in the no-no zone, thanks to them not being able to see anything. So I would like you to, I put in chat, reflex save.
Yeah.
And that is going to give you some speed movement and prone information.
All right. So, yeah. I guess
That's not
first I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
Get
rid of prone.
Yeah, and then I'm going to move. Okay, so I'm going to move 5 feet out. So that's 10 feet.
Yep.
And then 15 feet closer to her. And is that...
You've got one action left.
Okay, and you have left the area, so now you have regular movement.
Okay. So, intimidation. Now I'm within 30 feet.
Yes, you are exactly 30 feet away from her. Now you're 35 feet away from her.
Yeah.
Oh, am I?
Because of the altitude.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I'll also say since she goes immediately after you, or she has the penalties for her turn, but we don't get to take advantage of like her AC and stuff. I think it'd be better to save Demoralize until the beginning of your next turn. Do it as your first action, and then do a nasty spell on her.
Yeah, then I'm gonna cast shield on myself. Alright.
What does Hans's shield look like, actually? I'm curious.
I
to know
guess
these
since
things.
he's draconic, it's probably looks kind of like a dragon.
Do you think it's like scales, like force-looking scales appearing all over his body, or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. That brings us up to her turn, where she will use a single restoration. Need to target her.
The kitty doesn't have a reaction.
Nope.
No.
I'd be surprised if Cat had a reaction.
So that was a single action, single restoration, and
She's rebranding her heal spells.
How dare.
yeah, I did. All these, mini bosses, I rebrand all the spells as different things. Yeah,
That's
her
cool.
says she channeled restorative glyph energy drawn from fragmentary leyline anchors or binding seals. So it's not a divine thing. She's pulling it directly from the leyline disturbance right now.
Funky.
See? Funky. Yeah, when
Flavor.
you can't sleep in the middle of the night when you're away from home, you come up with weird things. Then you come home and try to figure out how to put them into the system so they'll work.
How to put them in the thing, yeah.
What's she doing with the rest of her actions? Is she doing another sigil thing?
Nope.
I can't push her off
She
the
is out
goddamn
of
tower.
she is out of her sigil sigil locks.
Okay, that's
but she does have some other stuff that she can do. We're gonna go and we are gonna do a 2 action. Let me see. Distance. Distance is important.
It do matter.
Yeah, it do matter. She is going to, because 30 feet is 30 feet for you and 30 feet for me, she can't do that one. But she can do the... Ooh. Nope, that's a 30-foot range. She can do the one that has 60-foot range, though. So you have limited her to this. She is going to target Tion. And I will...
I've heard that a lot today.
There's a reason.
Throw past your belongings.
So there is a jagged shard of glowing rune energy form from broken sigils is hurled towards you. It fractures and tries to embed itself in your person, and she misses.
Go.
Which sucks because that's her turn.
Bozo.
Our friend is safe.
Yes, your friend is safe. And she did not get rid of her persistent damage, bringing us up to the cutthroat.
Didn't she have two things that's persistent? There's supposed to be an acid one also.
She has ooze ammunition, which is a penalty to speed.
Oh, never mind.
It does also want...
And it...
I thought it had persistent also. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
And persistent acid damage till you end the effect. It did not do the persistent acid. Let's go back up and figure out how much it was.
It's just a D4.
Okay,
If you want.
I can right click. Yeah, just roll a D4 right now, and I'm going to add it to her.
There it is.
Weird.
And that may be just a weird, so 1d4 acid, and I'm going to click save. There, we got it. So next time it'll go on her automatically if she's around next time. And yeah, just roll a d4 for me, and then I'll apply that to her. We're gonna target her. We're gonna do this. Nope. T. We're gonna do that. There we go.
Persistent damage to Tion.
And brings us up to the cutthroat. He is dazzled, correct?
Yes. So, DC
So-
flat check.
Yep, he's going to
Maybe don't.
attempt. Well, yeah, he is going to attempt to yeah, that sucks. He can't do anything.
I mean, you could do it. It's just a chance. It just doesn't succeed at
Well,
all.
no, his to hit rolls a -1 right now.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Oh, that was a ranged. That was because that was a ranged attack.
Oh, did I
Wait, what?
did I click it as a ranged attack?
You were targeting
Yeah.
the glyph bearer. You were
Oh.
You were targeting the glyph bearer agent.
Okay.
Things are out of whack here.
So he still would have missed.
Yeah, still miss.
On that hit, I've got the right one targeted now, and with the second map, it's probably going to miss also.
That was very.
It missed.
Yep.
And wouldn't even have hit you anyway. So that is the end of the cutthroat's turn.
Leave my bird alone.
Bringing us up to the first memory hound. Effie,
Hell.
Effie, you're a 1. Kothar, you are a 2. Tion 3, and Karnak 4.
Leave poor Tion, Lewis. I'm the one who blinded them. Come for me. Attack me. No.
What is that?
I'm
Guys,
the party tank, guys.
guys have
It's
decided.
fine.
I am the part. party tank. It was the saddest I am the party tank I've ever heard. It's fine, guys.
So it moves, but this one is blinded and dazzled. So
good luck.
It has a DC 11.
It moves away from the It moves away from the
and now it is also
right?
sickened because it moved away from the wall.
So it does just make one flat check, but it's DC 11 rather than DC 5.
Yep, and it's sickened.
Oh. Interesting how that works.
And it is going to...
Blinded overrides dazzled, but then after the blindness is gone, it'll stay dazzled.
But that one is for an hour.
Yeah. No, these Dazzling Flash is a great focus spell.
It is going to try to Rendclaw you. And it
does not.
Does not.
Fails that flat check.
And
that great attack roll.
Failing that flat check too. Let's go.
Let's go.
It passes that attack roll.
Oh.
Legal.
Dude, how high is this thing rolling? Holy.
And again, as it goes through, the claw that comes out doesn't physically go, like, you don't feel the physical, you just feel memories being pulled from your head as it attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
And that is its turn. Karnak.
I've forgotten what your favorite color is.
I don't remember.
Oh.
All the fond memories I've had of Koth are just gone.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who's this giant red lizard man over there? I don't remember you.
What's a lizard man?
Wizard man.
That's what I am. Please.
If I don't command an animal as an action, can Kaleor still make a strike?
She will make a strike.
I think you've got to unlock that later.
I think. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that's specifically mature animal.
Yeah,
companion,
that's later on. You get a feat that lets you do that.
Okay, yeah. Double checking to make sure that that's the case.
I think so. No.
It's when it becomes a mature animal companion, it gets to make a stride or a strike for free every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that was something I wanted and got. I just wasn't sure if I had it on her yet.
No.
It's also weird in that it's only if you don't command it gets to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I command it, then it gets 2 actions.
It's so you can't just stack it to get 3 actions out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
In that case, I will still command an animal companion and have Kaleor attempt to finish this stupid Agent
I
R.
will aid the cat attack.
Okay.
I will let you do that.
Hopefully, get this thing to go down. Maybe not. Oh, success. No,
yep.
Okay. Fantastico. Stick that on there, +1. And we'll make a jaw strike. See if we can do a bite. Maybe?
Yes.
Maybe?
Nice.
Yes? Massive? Do hopefully all of the damage? Or at least enough?
Not bad.
But is it enough?
She is failing fast.
You get a second attack.
One more hit.
Good thing there's another attack. We're gonna follow up with a claw.
Gotta get a 15 or above.
Yep. Easy. It's easy.
Actually, 14 or above if your claws.
Nope.
Could I hero point? Could I do that? Is that doable with animal companion?
Yep.
I think, yeah. Because it is your control character.
Yeah, it counts as your role.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey! Do murder, please.
6. Yes!
Yeah.
Good kitty.
Yeah, coming in.
Go.
Let's go. Okay. And then for my remaining 2 actions, let's You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna drop the dog slicer for a moment, and instead draw the short bow and take a shot at the cutthroat.
You'd have to drop both your weapons, right?
The Takagagi has free hand.
Oh yeah, it's on your. Yeah, it's a free. I forgot you switched to the Takagagi.
Yeah. Yeah, I switched to the claw specifically so I could simplify this action. Some other reasons as well, but at least it gives me this a little bit of flexibility. No dice on that one, but it was worth a try. And that's my turn.
And that brings us up to
This sound.
that one. One, two, three. And it has a massive flat check to try to hit Karnak.
Oh.
Does it make it? I don't think so. It failed.
Oh,
And
Blindness for the win.
Man.
And it
Success, but
missed.
It misses.
so that ends
yeah.
its turn. Oh,
Massive.
just a second. I need to get rid of some stuff on the ground.
Oh, did the sigils go away when she
I'm
dies?
gonna say they went away when she died.
Let's go.
Lunar!
You don't need to you don't need to waste a whole action standing up.
That and so that means Batrock, you are no longer speed deprived, and that is
Yay.
it's your turn.
Alright, let's go ahead and shoot at the cutthroat. I got two. Let's go ahead and redo that one.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Okay. That ugh. Ooh. He is critically hurt.
I will thoughtful reload. Doggy.
Okay. What do you want to know about said doggy?
Weakest save.
Fortitude.
Are we able to get an
Yeah.
idea of what these things actually like are like in universe?
None of you would be able to get an idea. You do know that based off of the way they're acting, being sick away from solid objects, they have something to do with time. And with the attacks on Tion, they have something to do with memory.
Mm.
And I will just go ahead and do another shot at the cutthroat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
That guy is probably missing his head now.
Boom.
Pretty low on the-
Missing some
Hold on.
critical faculties.
And that'll be it for me.
And that brings us up to Tion.
Okay, so first action, I would like to battle medicine myself.
Okay.
That seems sensible.
Go ahead and target yourself and do said action.
Yep.
I'd call that highly recommended.
I
Oh
failed.
my god.
Do you have any hero points?
It says that I do.
Is it worth hero
Can you-
pointing a battle medicine?
Yeah.
I'm
Otherwise, you only get one once per day. You don't want to waste it.
yeah, I'm at like half health, so
There we go.
I got
See?
That's good.
so that's
So
2d8. That's 8
points.
health. Alright. To me. Cool.
I believe there is a
Uh,
treat wounds macro that you can use.
yeah, I think it was just messed up because of the reroll.
I used it, but it got messed up because I hero pointed it. Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to use Elemental Blast on the Memory Hound. Fuck yeah.
Well,
Alright.
It's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
Well, I
What are you
did
on
not
low
roll
roll
a
today?
1 today. Is it alive?
I'm trying to click damage. It took 4 damage and it is alive.
Okay.
Beating up
Well,
a
I
poor
was
doggy.
gonna spend my last action retching, but I guess
It might be.
not.
It'll make you second again if you end your turn against it. If you want to move, and then I can just smack it on my turn, maybe.
No, I might as well try again. No, fuck it. Yeah. I don't have a great chance, but I could roll a natural 20.
You can roll a natural 20. This is why we go gambling, kids.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go
Yeah,
gambling.
I'm the one gambler that doesn't quit right before my bed break, so
Exactly. You froze that doggo in time.
Memory Hound is frozen. I mean, dead.
The memory hound is forgotten.
And that would
That
bring
is my
us
turn.
up to Kothar.
Of that. All right. That last memory hound is no longer blind. Still dazzled, but no longer blind. So I don't know if you want to. You just want to
Yeah,
make sure
I'm-
you take that
I'm-
effect off.
Trying to. It is unblinded,
Cool.
but it's dazzled.
It doesn't have the physical resistance anymore, does it? From where it is.
It is sickened.
I
It's-
will say I would prefer if you let me stand at so that I can get the
Yes. I will go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Oh, wait. Let me check what does more. That is 2d4 persistent fire. That's 4d. That's 44. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna send some cold iron needle darts out from my morning star at it.
Okay.
oh, this guy's dead.
Hell yeah. Did you not realize?
I did not realize. Sorry, I spaced out.
It's all good.
completely.
Yeah, you've got one memory hound
9.
left.
9 piercing. Not much, but it's honest work.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn. And I leave room for Effie to go in and stab the thing to death, hopefully.
And let me pull this guy up. And you ended your turn in his aura.
I don't. In the hounds,
I thought is the hound
it's
10
10 feet.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
did. You did it. I was looking at Karnak. Never mind. You're good still.
Yep.
Wrong,
That makes sense.
wrong big guy.
FB, you are.
That big guy's green. I'm red.
Why is it showing my other movement when I try and move?
Oh, do you have it on? Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
That is weird.
It kept your history for some reason, maybe. Yeah, it kept your history.
Well, that is my movement speed. So, I move here.
Yes.
Wait, you've got
Okay.
45 movement speed?
What? The
No, that's twice my movement speed. I strode twice,
Okay.
and then I.
Okay.
That's why I need the flank, because if I am getting,
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
enough
you only
action.
have the
for
one hit.
aim.
Yeah,
Right.
all good.
Yeah.
You better kill this thing in this hit, or you're gonna get sickened.
Whoa.
Crit,
You just
because it was sickened and flanked.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Massive.
It's just in. Debuffs are pretty fucking sick.
Oh, not enough to kill.
Haha.
You're gonna have to throw up.
Well, that is my turn. So if you give me the save, I will make it.
There you go.
Oh, and because it's sickened right now, the DC is lower.
Well,
oh, but fortunately,
doesn't
rolls are
matter.
ass.
what do you mean my rolls? I have a +7 to fortitude saves. It's like, yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
that's still a
my
6.
will saves are even lower.
Wait, your will save is lower than +7?
Yes, my will save with an expert trained is +6.
Damn.
I have
think
a minus one.
Batrock's got
I
the
have a-
strongest saves overall.
I have a
Fun.
-1 to wisdom. So.
So, Effie, that it? Hans, you're up.
All right.
You murder?
I am targeting the hound. And let's do a force barrage
Fine.
on him again.
I mean, you could probably get away with doing a cantrip at this point if you want to save the spell slot.
Let's just make sure he gets it.
I mean,
So my
honestly,
cantrips are-
ooh, nice.
Well, that is pretty nice. I mean, it does come with the sick animation, so that kind of
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it was worth it.
You know what I'm now realizing?
Mm-hmm.
I should play a Dread Marshal with somebody that has magic, not magic missile, the Pathfinder variant.
Force barrage.
It's
Force
still
barrage.
magic missile. It's just with the Syria numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
You can call it magic.
Because it gives +3, I think, to all damage rolls, which includes spells, which includes Force Barrage.
Wait, oh, it's
still
dead.
an archetype.
Okay, that's why we all sheathed our weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's parted.
Yes,
Hold on.
it is dead. Which brings us to the aftermath of this combat.
The loot.
Yeah, can Lunaire drag that woman's corpse off the ledge down to us?
There's just like
Like,
sweating it over like
like
a cup or something off a
What I
table.
killed. It's
Just
like
rip it
bringing a
off the
rat
edge,
back,
fine.
rat corpse back. Cat does. But it's just a little bigger than normal.
Yeah, one time my
Legs are
cat,
dragging across the floor.
my cat
arms.
left a live mouse in my mum's shoe. One time it brought back a whole blackbird that it just shredded across the house.
We used to have a cat once. It brought back, I can't remember what type of bird it was. I was like really young, but it brought back like a bird that was and like barely
Peregrine
injured.
falcon.
It was definitely not a falcon. I lived in the British countryside.
hey, there's
Falcons in the British
there's
countryside.
peregrine falcons in Birmingham. You can get them in the countryside somewhere. No, it's not often. You can find
I
them.
was in Norfolk. There was no
Okay.
falcons there. I'm sorry. But I remember my parents actually like nursed it back to like full health and then let it go. What
color?
All
The cat
with
brought it back
memory.
again.
I cannot remember. I just remember the event. I was like maybe 10 and I'm like 23 now, so it was a while ago.
Yeah. Is there any things on this agent? Oh, there's some mysterious ribbons.
Mysterious ribbon.
That was not there earlier.
I will also. I think
I'm
literally the only one
putting
who
a
took
couple-
damage.
putting 2 more things on there really quick.
things are being things.
Lunar is a little damaged.
Yeah,
but,
that's actually a holdover from the last combat, actually. Not even this
right,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I
so,
forgot about. I
I
forgot
will,
about
I'm
that.
gonna, I'm just
are
gonna
we able
cast a
to-
2-action heal on.
Are we able to retch until
On
we
Tian.
are no longer sickened?
Yes, go
You
ahead
will
and
have
remove.
retching.
Go ahead and remove your second from you.
That is
And so there are
28 hit points for you, Tien.
2 other items that are on her.
Ooh, we got a-
Folded letter and a burned map.
When you get a moment, I'm having a hard time getting Linear off of the tower. It's apparently decided that
That's just realistic in game.
That's just-
The
yeah,
cat's
that's
up
just-
on the cat's
Come
up on the
here.
ledge. It doesn't want to come down.
We need
Go
to get
ahead
the
and roll that,
firefighter.
Effie.
I do not see it. Roll what?
what is the roll? What is
I do not
try
see
now.
it. Ah, there we go. Oh,
Well,
I'm not good at crafting.
I can do it.
I was hoping it'd be some kind of magical item because I am trained in a couple of magical skills.
Actually, it's popped in as crafting. It's probably because the way I did it. I will let you actually roll with Arcana if you want to.
Ooh, yes, I am trained in that. Yeah.
I'm just gonna, out of curiosity,
Well,
what thing is I will attempt to roll. Apparently, when
I'll
I
go
get a
ahead
full
and try to do the
modifier.
crafting one. If we're trying to recall.
I'm gonna pick up that letter and the map, I think, while you guys look over the ribbons. And I'm gonna walk back over to Tien. After, I imagine I pick the stuff up and then look back, see your
Bat
work, and I'll
rock.
cast the healing on you from a distance as I approach.
So Effie, I identified it in your inventory, but Batrock, you're the one that actually identified it.
Batrock, the one who, of course, obviously could wear ribbons in his hair, with the hair he definitely has.
So there are 5 ribbons on there. One of them is burned. So there are 4 more. It's a consumable item, which had started out with 5. There are only 4 left. For 1 hour, if you activate it, the user is immune to detection, scrying, and magical observation type spells. And if a creature trying to identify or target the wearer with a magical effect during that time period must succeed with a DC 18 flat check in order to actually target them.
Any magical just...
Trying to identify or target the wearer with a magical effect. So that would be any magical effect trying to target the person that's wearing it that has it activated.
I was gonna ask for them. I was gonna ask for them because, rogue, immune to magical observation and shit.
Wait.
That seems like it would be really good on the people with, that are like frontlining.
Wait, just understand. So DC 18 flat check for any spell
magic
effect.
that is targeting them, yes.
Not any spell effect.
Not
any
AoE.
targeting effect.
Anything that's specifically targeting the person that activated it.
It says for divination spells and effects, not just any spell though.
It says additionally, creatures trying to identify or target the wearer with a magical effect during this.
Oh, that part, yeah.
It must succeed as the 18 flat check.
That's really powerful.
Yeah, it's immune to it's immune to scrying or attempt to locate spells, for that 1 hour when you wear it.
Okay.
And then there's a very high flat check to be targeted with any magic while you have it activated.
An hour is a long time for an effect like that.
Yes, it is.
God damn, that makes me scared. Why are you giving this to us?
While you guys are looking over that and freaking out, Kotar's gonna bring over to Tien the letter, and just show it to him and just say, it speaks of it speaks of not a scribe's syllables must not be delivered to the Concord. They were targeting you, Tien. I think they're speaking of you here. No, I'll give Tien the letter.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but if there are people after you specifically, just stick close and be careful.
Thank you.
I'll then present to the whole group the burned map, pointing out where in the sea it says this junction behind the Highhold Rise. It's talking about a tether point being dormant here. I wonder if that's a ley line tether thing. Maybe. I don't know if it being dormant is a good or bad thing. Maybe if it was active, it would help tether the ley lines back into proper place and calm it down, or I don't quite know what, but we could always go take a look just to see what it's for.
Can I do a knowledge check to know, see if I know what that means?
Yes, you may. Do a make sure you don't have anything targeted or selected. And do the recall knowledge.
Well, Karnak's definitely busy patting and looking at Lunaire. Might just ask Lunaire, what do you think? What should we do?
So
What type of recall
You're the
was it
leader.
again?
he's trying to determine what's meant by that dormant
Tether point.
tether point.
Yeah.
Based off of what was told to you and what you've observed from when you were just at the city hall and on your trip down here, these arcane tether points are magical protections that were set in the city of Mangagoy prior to the Rising. They do have some effect of basically protecting different areas of the city. With it being disabled, that means there's an area of the city in the Highhold Rise area that is no longer has some sort of arcane protection associated with it.
Doesn't sound
It
good.
might be worth going to check out then.
And what we're going to do is I'm going to end the stream.